We're live.
We are live.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to Bonding Over Bourbon. I am Chris.
I'm Kat.
And it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, like a
Been a
month and a
while
half.
since I could. No? No one singing? Okay, it's only me.
This is great.
I know. Well, like Chris said, it's been a month and a half-ish.
Roughly.
Yeah.
We've had a lot going on. A lot of double booking.
Yes.
Some guest spots on some channels. Hey Joseph, Neat Sipper. You're right. We have some new merch. We're gonna slow roll up to it, but it's here.
And it's cute.
Yeah, we have 3 different versions in the web store right now. We have it all synced up and integrated to our channel now. So if you go to our main page on YouTube, it'll actually just send you like direct links that you can click on, and then you can just go to buy them yourself.
It does look a little hilarious when you look at them. There isn't like
one of them is janky in the image.
Well, 2 of them are janky. They both show up like
comically small.
Yeah, the dragon is comically small, and no matter what I do and how many people I ask at Teespring, they're like, yeah, it's good, and I'm like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, so for context for what she's talking about, this is the dragon that we're talking about.
Yeah, and it's not teeny tiny. Yeah, as you can tell.
As you can see, it's not the size of the small of my back. It's the entirety of my back.
Yeah. And then we have another one with the dragon on the back, and then like the Glencairn.
This not Glencairn. Well, yeah, we originally had it as a Glencairn, but it just didn't look right, so we had it turned into a rocks glass instead. And this is from our buddy Matt Tunzi.
Yeah, Tunzi at Dead Serious.
I should probably ask him how he pronounces his last name. From Dead Serious Tattoo in Illinois. So he does traditional style Japanese tattoos, and that's kind of our vibe. We love that style and that aesthetic. So we decided, why not do a collaboration? He said, absolutely, just give me a shirt when it's out and the design is all yours. So we couldn't be more thankful or appreciative of that.
So cool.
And people have asked us for like a year, roughly.
I know.
When are you guys going to get merch? The answer is now.
Now.
It's here.
It's here.
The future is now.
It might be right below you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even look. Yeah. But it's been a busy few months for sure.
Yeah. Sorry about continuing to push this live back. You know, it's been one of our priorities for a long time, but we just had other obligations. Other people want us to do guest spots on their stuff, and we ultimately can't find a way to say no. We love our friends. We love that they want us to be part of what they're doing. So we're always going to say yes whenever possible. And then we can come back with awesome live streams to hang out with y'all. Totally. So we do have a couple people in the chat already. We got Joseph, who was the first one to comment.
Be sure to follow Neat Sipper as well.
Yeah, Neat Sipper's awesome. And his videos are going to make you anxious sometimes.
Oh, man. I just watched one right before. I was like, oh, God.
The bottle slide, it always goes like right to the end. And there's a minute where you're like, oh, shit. And then it never falls. Knock
on wood.
Yeah, go follow him. His videos are awesome. Then we got Lou, one of our OG followers. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy to see you again. Jim, happy to have you in here. Well, we got a ton of stuff to share with you.
Oh.
Have we stopped at Binny's lately? Yeah, we picked up a bunch of...
We did.
Yeah, a bunch of end of bin stuff. It's been a lot. This month has been kind of expensive already.
Kind of. I mean, yeah.
Well, don't forget the one that we're going to drop in the video next week that we got in Bourbon A.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So there's been a lot.
I forgot. I've been, it's fine.
Person 29, our favorite person with a number attached to it. Happy to see you in here. Also, if you guys have picked up some stuff from End of Bin or anywhere else lately, just, let us know what you picked up lately that you're happy about.
Yeah. I want to know what everyone was picking up. I'll give a clue of one that we got, and it was the Jack Daniel's Triple Mash.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's getting discontinued.
We picked up 2 of them.
Love those.
Yeah. We've been slow sipping and nursing the bottle that we have on the shelf because we don't know when we're going to see it again. But now that we have 2 backups, I'm not too worried about it. Living life on the edge. Joseph knows. I got the notification. I couldn't miss this. Sipping on some ancient age 10-star.
Oh,
Hell
nice.
yeah. Thank you for joining us, Tony, and glad you're sipping on one of my absolute favorites. And then what else? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. We look at our views and we try not to take things too much to heart. We get that everyone has like their different opinion, their different perspective on the things that they enjoy, and we try to kind of like find the balance between. But we're doing a new style, a new approach where it's going to be a little bit more live action. And if you guys can't tell already, my voice is a little raspy. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so we might make this a little bit of a shorter stream than usual. But like on that note, we thought about how much time it takes to edit the videos, how much time it takes to film everything, and like how much view retention that gets. And I hate to say it, but as soon as we get to like the world whiskey section, our views might kind of like trend up a little bit, and then it's just
An
like
instant drop.
like an instant drop off.
Yeah.
So we started to put chapters in there for a little bit to see if that would like encourage some people that still wanted the world whiskey section to stick around, but unfortunately, it just it didn't really work out. So
I think with our new style, though, it's going to bring it back just a little bit. It
Yeah.
probably won't be as highlighted as it once was, but
yeah, but
Yeah.
we're gonna do like walking and talking shots now, so you'll actually get like live feedback for the stuff that we're seeing and like raw, unfiltered impressions instead of the voiceover that we usually do, which is all post edit, which is fun for the most part because you can think of things that you didn't think of on the spot there, or you can like look up mash bills, you can look up historical information for the brands, but the trade-off is you lose the rawness of the moment, and I think I prefer that a little bit more. So if there's any interest for those that are channel members, we can definitely add some of that extra content and put that on our members and our Patreon channel.
Yeah.
And we'll still continue to do it if there's enough, outreach or enough outcry for it. We gotta tighten up our procedures a little bit. We got Chad in here. Happy to see you.
Oh, Chad.
Did you make it down to Kentucky already? We got Mauricio in here. Sorry you can't join us, but yeah, I heard somebody say in one of our groups that Whiskey X was okay. It was just a little crowded.
Oh.
And that it had mostly Scotch, which they weren't about. Not that that's a fun segue from our last topic, but
It should be whiskey without the E, and then that would give you better indication, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Grabbed a Cedar Ridge and end up in tonight. Yeah, we grabbed one of the single barrels,
Yeah.
which is like 2
I
proof points
know.
higher than the small bat, or sorry, the barrel proof, or cask strength, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
I already killed their bottle, so I can't tell you which one it is.
He had the barrel proof in his hand, and then I was like, but what about this single barrel? And he's like, both? And I was like, just get one for now. We can come back.
One $20 bottle or 2 bottles for $60 total, which is better? My answer is obvious. Her answer is as well. Santa Batch, happy to see you in here. Hello, Ken Tisdale. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Ooh, the OKI. Yeah, we looked at that one. I tried a OKI recently and I really, really enjoyed it. But we just for whatever reason didn't pick it up.
I think we already had like 5 bottles in our basket. We're like,
Aw,
we're good.
Thank you, Dan.
Aw.
Really appreciate you. Mary, happy to
Hi,
see
Mary.
you. Mixing my own maple syrup with Steadpans, a whiskey found at Walmart. You
Ooh.
can also get it at Woodman's.
I know.
It's super cheap.
It was like $19.
I think it was less than that.
Less than that?
I think we got it for like $16.
That's crazy. We also got Jepson's there for
April
like
30th.
$17.
All right, we're going to be
Okay.
in back and forth chats there, Chad. Barrel proof tomorrow with a buddy. Heard a lot of good things and not available in
Yeah.
Connecticut. Tony, we'll talk. We'll talk after the stream. There are ways of doing things.
Mysterious ways.
Yes. Bottles show up in mysterious ways. All right, so we have a couple of things that we're going to try. One is a sample that we got kind of through a bottle swap. We're excited for it. This is a Dusty. You want to grab it?
Oh, where did I put it?
Right down there.
Right there.
So
Okay.
we don't have a label on this one, but this is a Weller squat bottle. I believe this is the antique. This is also a store pick from Liquor Barn.
I'm surprised you remember all of this, because I would have looked at that label and I would have been like,
Well, I look at the lack of a label and I remember like, what was I supposed to remember about this? And then it all comes shooting back. So we've never had any of the store pick squat bottles, let
No.
alone this one in particular. And we've had some of the Dusty Weller bottles. We're currently looking into maybe getting one or two, which would be pretty awesome for our new set design, which is another thing we're going to talk to you about. We got a new set coming up soon.
I know, we're moving out of the Harry Potter not closet. I wanted to say cabinet, but
well, technically it's a room.
It's a room, but it's a very small room.
Yeah, it's a bedroom if you only sleep on whiskey.
Yeah, and maybe if
or on the floor.
like a really long bed.
Yeah, well, most beds are long, turns out.
Wow, really?
They're not nearly as wide as they are long.
Well, I was going to say abnormally long, but that's fine.
Whoa.
That's whiskey. This is my first sip of the day.
Well, you haven't sipped it yet.
Okay, this is my first smell of the day.
Well, you've been smelling all day.
Not once.
She turns her nose off until it's whiskey time.
Honestly, I should. There are smells that aren't worth it.
Also tempted to get an old Weller from Unicorn Auctions. Yeah, they do sell for stupid amounts of money, and that's why if we are able to get the ones that we get, we're gonna have to let go of some stuff. Yeah, that got you. I thought I would be the first one coughing because I spent yesterday home from work because I felt like absolute trash. But thanks for breaking the ice for me.
You're welcome. It definitely got me in the back of like the nose and then just traveled straight down. You know how smells happen. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, you can already tell, guys, this is going to be another interesting one. Welcome in, Josh Fritz. Happy to see you. Let us know in the chat what everyone's drinking tonight. And then this setup, what you don't see is bottles on the floor. And these shelves are slowly warping. Like this one has like a little bit of a drag on it. And I don't know about you guys, but that scares the living shit out of me. So
I mean, it's one solid piece, so I don't think it's going to like split, but you know.
Remember when we went into Justin's House of Bourbon and we looked at how warped their shelf was and we were terrified and anxious even just to look at it?
And it's been like that for years.
Yes.
Every year I go back to Louisville and it's more warped. Yes. So it's still there.
But that is my point. How that gives us anxiety every time we look at it. Why should we just give it a pass for our shelf? We got Jameson Triple Triple. Ooh, I really wanted to try that one.
We were like looking at it when we were in Louisville.
It
was at a Meyer.
We were in Indiana.
Yeah.
We were in Evansville. We were just on our way to Louisville, and we looked at it like 2 or 3 times. I looked up reviews, and I was like that close to buying it, and we just ended up not getting it. I think it was like half price too. It was like $19 or something like that, or like $21. But we decided to pass just because, as I mentioned, we have stuff on the floor that you can't see.
And stuff in the storage.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Our collection has grown so huge that we have off-site storage in our building. As fate would have it, we have a dehumidifier in our basement. Our landlord just wants it to be there, which we kind of took for granted until we realized that that's ideal for storing bottles. And we have a spare cabinet that's in our storage. So we have all of our high-end tater bottles down in a dehumidified storage.
It still scares me that I can't see it all the time, but that's fine.
I'm always worried it's going to topple over and then we're just going to lose everything.
We'll just hear like a giant crash in the middle of the night and we're like, oh no.
Then you'll see me downstairs like sifting glass out of it and just be like, what does it taste like? No, I kid. I won't do that. See? Where's the comment? Fix the shelf. Don't end up like Chad
I know,
and Sarah.
That was tragic.
Yeah, they also were using kind of rickety shelves. I remember that one. They were like, I think they were like hard plastic and like aluminum or something like that, and they're just not built for heavy weight, so they just toppled right over and they lost a bunch.
I know, such a shame.
But good on them for using that as an opportunity to like encourage people not to do that. Instead of just getting mad, they're like, this is content. So
I mean, I'm sure there was anger too, but
undoubtedly there's probably like a little bit of yelling off camera, and then it's like, it's fine, we'll just film it.
fine.
Then we got a Benchmark single barrel, always a great choice. You know, we love that one.
That's a good one.
E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof 13.
Nice.
That's a good one. We actually just picked one up. We were gonna save this for the bottle haul, but since we're here, actually it's closer to you.
People on the stream.
Yes, our most beloved of viewers. So we did just get one. I don't know how much we can give away about how we got it, but there was an event recently with Drew Mayville of Buffalo Trace.
Oops.
And like the Sazerac blending person. He went to a store, and then they got a surprise shipment of a couple things that were supposed to be gone already. So we were lucky enough to grab one of these, and we had a bunch of people asking us like, where did you find that? Where can I get it? I thought it was gone. This is ours. This is our first one.
This is our first one.
This can go with our many tube collection that we have on top that you guys can't see because we keep it just out of frame.
Eventually you'll get to see it, but yeah, I'm excited to try this one.
Yeah,
it's
well, we have had it. It is very good. It's just we're gonna wait to open it.
E.H. Taylors are always elusive. We have a hard time finding them.
Yeah, anything besides the small batch is relatively hard to find.
Yeah, but good time. Oh, 23, it's my lucky number.
Unofficial poll question: is everyone finding stuff a bit easier? Yes and no. There's a lot more stuff.
Yes and no. Yeah,
there's a lot more stuff that's out and available right now, but the price is also going up for a lot of things.
True.
So like there's this weird kind of like influx of bottles and like kind of outflux of people who aren't really inspired to pay the price tag now.
Yeah, like I mean,
Blanton's is like $90 by us now.
Insane. Like that is way too high for Blanton's.
Eagle Rare's like 60 or 70. E.H. Taylor is bumping up to about 60 or 70.
That's one that I would pay. I think E.H. Taylor deserves a little bit higher price, but I always liked Eagle Rare because it's like $40, you know?
No.
I'm
sorry, Josh.
I'm sorry. Keep watching our channel. Hopefully we can help.
Yeah, what part of the country are you in, Josh? Maybe we can help put you in the right direction. Inspired me to buy yeah, go for it, man. The single barrel is amazing. We always love it.
It's so good.
But the full proof is also a must. I mean, full proof is kind of like the midpoint of the night. I use like single barrel to start, the full proof to kind of be the middle, like the sandwich of the evening, like the meat, and then at the end it's either like the small batch or something
Ancient
lower
age.
proof.
Yeah,
ancient age, especially the 90 proof. MSRP is $80. Yikes, that's still bad. Yeah, Northern Michigan. Yeah, you guys have it so hard up there.
Yeah.
Especially the further north you are, the harder it is to find stuff. It's not ideal. Eagle Rare right now is $50, but everything that's out right now is at the current price point, at that price point. All shipments going forward are going to be more expensive. Elmer T. Lee is $90 now at Binny's, which is absolutely insane. To me, there's like no value in buying it because you just, even if you looked at the trade value of it, of like 50 versus like 150 to 180, that is great value.
Yeah.
But now I feel bad opening it up and trying it, period, because it's depreciated in, like, once you open it, the value is basically gone.
It's like a car.
Yeah.
You know, the minute you drive it off the lot, it's worth nothing.
Yeah.
Well, so that's not true, but worth less.
Yeah. So we've had one for a long time and we barely touch it because, I mean, it's good. It's just, I don't think it's $90 worth, is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe if you want like just something sweet and easy to drink, but there are so many other options.
What did you get, Santa Batch? Our first time here. Oh, welcome.
Welcome.
We got Oh yeah.
That one's so good.
Yeah, Jim, we read your email. We're so glad that you enjoyed it. Jim is somebody that we run into every once in a while when we go to the Bucktown Binnies, and we're always happy to run into him because he just appreciates what we do. So we'll talk to him for, I mean, indeterminate amount of time.
Yeah.
Like no matter what we have going on for the day, we end up just stopping and just talking to him. Really awesome. He had a list of all the bottles on our best value bottle list,
which I thought was adorable.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, like I wouldn't want to like point someone in the wrong direction when it comes to like bottles and make someone pay more than what it's like worth. So
yeah, why would you?
Yeah, I always want to get like those bang for your buck items. I have so many, or we have a few bottles where we got them and we're like, well,
yeah, is this really worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, for example, we've liked this one so much that there's a dent in it, and that was a brand new bottle when we filmed that video. So really solid, really happy that you enjoy it, Jim. We got last bottle of blends at Jules was 105 with tax. No, thank you.
Ooh, wow.
No, we actually still have them behind us here.
I know we need a space for them. I don't want to open more bottles.
Yeah, so
we need to kill some.
That's the main reason why we're moving sets. We need to have a setup that's more conducive for what we're doing. Everything that we've done up until now has mostly been just like out of necessity.
Yeah.
And our new set is going to actually be with the idea of like a long-term plan for what we're doing. So we're going to have built-in shelving. We're going to have like actual display areas for like specific things, like all the Wellers and all the BTACs are going to be displayed. We're also going to have like some brands that we absolutely love. Like you'll probably see some Jepson stuff, some Green River stuff. You'll probably see things like JT Mellick and Still Austin. So like to
Old
show,
Soul definitely gets a
so just like a range of like really cool things that we actually really enjoy that we would love to just have in plain view. Instead of just cramped here and you kind of have to just look and wonder like, what's that one? I recognize that shape. I wish I knew which ones they had. You'll be able to see our videos and see them all displayed for the ones that we value the most. Like the Sagamores, instead of being stacked like this, they're going to be fanned out. So you can actually see which ones we like.
Yeah.
So because of that, because we're rapidly running out of space, we have pumped the brakes on how many bottles we bought this month. We're at about a third of what we normally buy so far this month.
We did get high-end bottles.
A couple.
One that I'm very excited, but I'll wait for the bottle haul. And that one, I've been waiting since January to buy.
That one.
I stopped myself from buying that one.
Yeah,
for a long time.
Kat's claim was that it was better than Pappy Van Winkle.
I mean, it's not hard to.
I wasn't there to try it myself, so I can't confirm. I just know the brand. I know that I like what they make. And that's a bold enough claim that I was like, we have to get it.
I think that might be one that would be a good short to film as well. I think that it's definitely something you should keep your eye out on.
Yeah, so we have 2 Limestone Farm bottles. Do you want to grab them while I put these away?
Behind you. How about we swap?
Yeah.
You grab them.
Better idea. So we have 2 of them. The first one that we picked up was this Morgan Family Select, I think is what it's called.
Yes.
Morgan Family Collection Select Batch. So this is one that we got earlier in the year when they sent us a sample kit, and we got to try their full expression or their full line of expressions at the time. And this was our favorite for the value. For $100, it's honestly really solid.
Yeah.
But the jump from this to the 180,
the private select.
Yeah, the 180 is phenomenal.
It's amazing.
But that $80 price jump for us was not enough to sway us away from this one and towards the other one. We love this one a lot. This one, I'm convinced it's Bardstown.
I think we should revisit it because it kind of reminds me of when we tried that rare character bottle at King Bourbon's house. And it has like the same notes of it. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's like younger.
Well, that one
Calumet.
That one was Barton. I said Bardstown.
Oh, Bardstown.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it has a really high rye content and you can really taste it. It is very good. It's just it takes some time to acclimate your palate to it. So it's it's good. It'll just challenge you at first until you warm up a little bit. So,
I think
so don't make it your first pour of the night.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those bottles where you have to open it and then just give it time as well
absolutely.
to open. This one was delicious from the start. It had like notes of pomegranate, it had notes of like what do we say, like yogurt covered raisins in the
pretzels, I think, or something.
Yeah, something. It has a bready note. It has like some fruitiness that I don't get from other whiskeys, which is super cool.
Yeah. But yeah, they're definitely worth picking up. Their whole like product line is pretty awesome. They don't have a functioning like distillery space to tour yet. I keep on reaching out to our person. I'm like, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? And they're like, another 3 months, another 6 months.
Soon.
Like, I get it. Shit happens, but we're just eager to go and check it out. Ray, thank you so much.
Yay.
Ray bought some of our shirts and was very proudly displaying them in one of the groups that we're in.
I know. He's going to be my new model. I'm just going to steal his photos so I don't have to take photos.
Yeah, honestly. And we try not to just like do gratuitous like self-promotion in the group that we're in. We treat the channel almost as like secondary to everything in the group. But once Ray dropped it in the chat, a bunch of people were hitting me up like, where can I get it? Like, what's up, man? Like, can you mule me a shirt? So the links are all available on our channel. If you're interested, please go ahead and grab them. We adjusted this one slightly.
Yeah, and I made this one smaller. I think it just takes up way too much of your body, so I made it smaller and it doesn't like hit the bottom of your belt anymore.
Yeah,
so
and then this one is slightly shifted over just a little bit, so it's not hanging off the side of your body.
It's so hard when you're making t-shirts online. If anyone else has done it and you you like get like the image and you're like, yeah, I think that would be what it looks like in person. And then you see it in person and it's like upside down and like twisted and you're like,
or you realize that people have like curved parts of their body. So when they put the shirt on, when you expect it to be here, it's like over here and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, a lot of challenges when you can't see the product in person, but we tailor up as we go and we can always offer to replace something if you're not happy with it.
Absolutely. And there's cute stickers too.
Yeah.
I want to get a bunch.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Post them around.
The walleye single malt, you know, we tried it when we were up in Holland, New Holland.
Yeah.
No, Holland. New Holland is the brewing. Holland, Michigan, and New Holland Brewing. Yes. When we were over there, they were pouring out Taste of the Rye, and we enjoyed it, but we were picking up, I think, a total of 8 bottles from the Dragon's Milk Drop. Not all of those were for us.
Yeah. Some were for a friend.
Yeah, but we were like, okay, I don't think we need to buy another bottle today. I think we're good. But we're super tempted. I know I want to try the cigar blend for sure. It's got to be really good.
Yeah.
All right.
Aye.
What bottle number? Good question. Let's find out.
It is. I know how to read.
I recognize some of these words.
Barrel number XLI.
But any bottle number? Yeah, so we probably should have said that these are all store picks. So these are from Kalamazoo Bourbon Club. Ray was actually nice enough to get a hold of all of these for us. So this American whiskey is an 8-year-old 99 corn. What? I'm guessing that's malted barley. It just says MB, I guess. So this is basically the 99 corn 1 barley at 8 years old, which is going to be delicious. This is barrel R36, and it is a 6-year-old 52 rye, 43 corn, 5 malted barley. And this is Maryland, so this is the Sagamore.
And I have barrel number X88, and this is 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley, and it's distilled in Kentucky.
That's got to be Barton.
Barton.
I'm pretty sure that's Barton. When it gets to like the 21 ryes, I tend to like kind of zone out for the rest of the mash bill. I'm like, it's Barton or Bardstown. That's all it can be. Old Granddad 114 old fashioned with tobacco bitters. Ooh, that sounds really good. I do love tobacco bitters. I said Jack and Cokes went out. Never bought anything from a liquor store. Yeah, I mean, there's so many choices. especially when you look beyond just what your run-of-the-mill like bar offers you.
True.
There's a whole world of options.
Yeah, and things that like you don't have the opportunity to buy yourself at a liquor store. It's great. That's what we always do. We're like, is this bottle worth $200? And we'll go to a bar and be like, no.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that we've tried at a bar where we're like, I'm glad we skipped that one. Or we'll go to Binny's and they'll offer us a sample before we buy it. And then we just put the bottle back down.
Like Penelope we did. We're just like, and
Yeah.
that goes back on the shelf.
We're not fans of it at all. Not even in the slightest. To buy bourbon made a mistake because I got such. I mean, it happens. You can make some good cocktails with it.
True.
You could also make one of our favorite cocktails.
Oh, American Trilogy.
Yeah, American Trilogies are really
So
good.
good.
That requires some rye though. But Evernorth bottle barrel numbers are XX88 for the bourbon. Oh yeah, you did the work for us. Appreciate you, Ray. We're just catching up with the chat. There we go. Barton, Sagamore, and MGP.
Boom.
Yep. Cigar blend and get a sample. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I would very much appreciate that.
That would be amazing.
All right. So we're all caught up with the chat. What do you think about this one?
This one is totally different than like regular Weller and like Weller 107.
Well, this is first one of the Dusty Squat bottles.
Yes.
And it's also a store pick of that. And it's also from many years ago.
This has so much cinnamon to it. On the palate.
I get a lot of apricot on the nose, but not on the palate.
I get apple, but I get like a spicy cinnamon. It's not like Quaker apples and cinnamon. It actually is like a punch of it, maybe like a Ceylon cinnamon.
You don't like the name Punch of Cinnamon?
A Punch of Cinnamon. Yeah, that's my punk band.
It's pretty good.
I know, right? What are you getting?
The nose is like a little abrasive.
It hurts.
And some of that might be my sinus issues, but it's a little punchy on the nose.
It's got some sense. It's really
those are words for you.
It's really ethanol forward on the nose, and it's not really opening as it's like sitting in the glass either.
It doesn't have the same velvetiness that I expect a 107 to have. I get like a little like cocoa powder. Like more like processed cocoa, like Oreos, like just the cookie part. You get that like really processed chocolate flavor for a half second.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, I'm not really sure what else I pick up. I get some baking spice. I get a little bit of the cinnamon you're talking about, but I mostly get the cocoa powder.
The wheat definitely comes through. The hug does not go away for a good 30 seconds or so.
Oh, now I feel it.
I know, right? You let it sit for a second and then it's like, I'm just going to hang out for a little while.
It has like a almost like 4-grain funky kind of wheatness to it.
It's really tannic too, compared to other Wellers that I've had. And I get that this probably isn't proof down, right?
I mean, 107. Buffalo Trace is relatively low proof. Like their Weller full proofs, I think, are like 114.
114.
Something like that. We have one around. Oh, nope, it's downstairs.
Whoops.
We put everything downstairs because we had people looking at our apartment, and we both were like, what are we gonna do? What if somebody knows what these bottles are? What if they steal them?
Well, I told you that. I was like, people come to like open houses and they steal things. Like it's not like an unknown fact. Like they steal jewelry, they steal like pharmaceuticals. And I'm like, we have unopened bottles that people could easily go, yoink, I have a backpack. And he's like, oh, really? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I would worry more about somebody casing out the place and coming back later. But the one bit of feedback we heard from everybody that looked at this apartment was, wow, we really love your room.
Yeah, they're like, this room is awesome. And
yeah.
Like, thank you.
Yeah, we also we asked our landlord to tell everyone that's moving in that we do film. So we needed to be quiet.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And we will have a much more peaceful experience when we move to our new set.
I am putting good vibes out into the world right now.
We got our buddies from Wisconsin.
What's up, Wisconsin Bourbon Bros?
Just tried Jack Daniel's 12 and E.H. Taylor barrel proof at a local restaurant, but we can't find them in the wild. The Jack 12 up here got swallowed.
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah, like the second it was on a shelf, there was like a swarm of people that just came to grab it. And we know one person, Reggie, that he has like 2 cases worth of it right now, of that and the 14, and he's trying to move them. So if you look at national sales, you might be able to find some. You just won't love the price.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like $500. We did just try Jack 12 at Garfield's as well over the weekend, and it was really good.
Yeah, it's like a banana bread bomb.
It really is.
The nose on 10 is better than on 12. The palate on 12 is better than on 10, but I personally think the nose on the 14 is the worst, but the flavor just beats everything. It's phenomenal.
It's an oak bomb.
Yep. Buffalo Trace Meh, Blanton's Meh. I think his bodily Blanton's at the ragged age of 4 years in the barrel. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They're not very transparent about some things. And for some context, at this event with Drew Mayville, I asked him a single question about like DSP numbers on the back of barrels, and his response was, "You know too much." And he tried very quickly to like move the conversation past.
They're like, wait.
Yeah, so they're transparent about some things, but not about everything. And that much always kind of rubs me the wrong way. But I mean, I guess we'll just have to collectively, as a group of enthusiasts, keep digging down until we get the right answer.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like this. It's definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is just like a relic from a bygone era of like that unique style of packaging before they really like transitioned Weller fully to what it is now, with like the very eye-catching branding and like a bunch of like really, I don't know, taterific marketing.
Taterific.
if that's not a word, that should be a word.
We're terming it right now. It's taterific.
And if that's not a word, that's going to be our next t-shirt. So crazy because in Wisconsin, that's actually wild to me.
Oh,
I'm surprised that you could find it up there. What's up, Harry?
Hey, Harry.
We haven't seen you in a while either. I hope you're doing all right.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah, we got to come and see you. It's been a minute. We're drinking. These are Weller Antique 107 Dusty Squat Bottle store picks that we got in like a bottle swap with someone. The values were just a little bit off, so this guy was like, "What if I throw in one of these?" And we were like, "Yeah, I'm fine with that."
You know what this reminds me a lot of?
What's that?
The Jimmy Red Corn.
Just minus a ton of the cinnamon.
Minus the cinnamon. Yeah, it still has like all of those same notes as each other. It's like probably it's around the same proof. What is the proof? 53.5. Oh, it's 107.
They're both 107.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I see what they're doing.
So remember when I said that
Sneaky.
This is like a spicier version of Weller Antique?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you said is what I said.
Well, I wasn't thinking about the proof, but oh, I got you.
All right, there's my first cough of the night. So yeah, for those that are just tuning in, I am sick. I'm recovering. I'm feeling a lot better, but my voice is a little raspy. My first cough of the stream so far, which is nice.
I'm proud of you.
I've been coughing all day.
I know. Whiskey helps.
Yeah.
They used to, I mean, that's why I was in medicine back in the 1920s.
Yeah, still is medicine for people today. Some people.
I always say if you have a cold, like old granddad 114, best thing to put in a hot toddy. You'll be better like the minute you sip it.
Yeah, back in the day, one of my therapists actually told me that, and she's like, well, whiskey's medicine if you're having it in a hot toddy. And I was like, you're my therapist telling me this? And she's like, yeah, you can't get some granddad in a hot toddy. And I was like, all right, doctor's orders. Oh, that triggered a cough. I got another cough coming. I'm going to mute my mic.
Okay. Okay. And you're back?
Yeah. Don't want you guys to hear that if you're wearing headphones.
That would be awful. It was terrible being in the room with you.
Wow. Guys, this is what I deal with on a regular basis. I'm not kidding. Yeah.
I was also talking before you started coughing.
Oh boy. All right, we're reading comments now. So the squat bottle, yeah, we're working on getting 2 more from somebody with
Is
like
it worth it though?
I mean, what we tried is a store pick. We've had the antique from Longman and Eagle.
Yeah.
And we did really enjoy it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm in my anti-tater phase.
Tom Morrow.
Hello, Tom Morrow.
You just missed it. People are asking how much we liked these 2 Limestone Farm bottles.
I know. We were talking so many nice things about you.
Yeah. The only bad thing we said was, when the hell are you guys opening up? I want to come say hi. But it's fine. We get it. Better rush on Peerless or I'm going to drink it all. What?
No, we need to pick up a bottle.
Yeah.
They just did a store pick, and we were part of like the pick as well.
The team.
It's a high rye.
It's a rye double oak.
Sorry, rye double oak. Why did my brain want to?
Right, Harry? It was a rye double oak.
It is so good.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
And it's at D&D Spirits.
Smoke and spirits.
Ignore me.
You heard it. I saw a post about a week ago. Found E.H. Taylor at a Sendix grocery store at Wisconsin. Wow, that's wild. Yeah,
it is crazy.
Finding any tater bottles for MSRP in Wisconsin is like finding a unicorn in the wild, literally. Like, I wouldn't believe it if I saw it, and I'd be like, I have to hold this to know. Isn't available. I reached for Bardstown Original Weeded. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I would honestly say, we've talked about this a few times. If you haven't already picked up this one, this is the same exact mash bill as, like, for sure Pappy. But it also might be for the Wellers. I can't remember at the moment. I know there's some overlap with the mash bill, but it's 7 years for $30. It's cheaper than Antique, and it's on a lot more shelves. So it's honestly pretty damn good.
The black label's good too.
But that's like a spicy Blanton's.
Yeah.
Which would actually get Blanton's character. Shots fired.
Oh.
Temperature is maximum of 45 degrees. Wow, that's wild. I can't imagine it being that cold around then.
That is crazy.
That's wild for us in Chicago. Yeah, very excited for the 7-year bonded. Super, super excited for that one. We should circle back to Jim's question. What are we most excited for that's coming out? I really want to do, let's see if I can circle back to this. What am I talking about? Old Fitzgerald, 7-year bonded.
Yes. That'll be, I think the bottle is ugly, but I'm excited for the juice. I think one of the charm of Old Fitz is just the decanter style.
Yeah, I don't love swapping the one, like the older squat bottle for like the new kind of bowling pin aesthetic.
Yeah.
It definitely leaves a little something to be desired, but hey, if I can buy it at maybe half the price for roughly half or almost half the years, like, why not?
True.
As long as the MSRP is around like 70 and not more. If it's past 70, I don't want it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's too much money.
I think the Knob Creek 21, I will probably pass up.
Yeah.
I think that one is going to be way too overly oaked for me.
Well, you're not going to taste it at 100 proof.
That's not always true. Sometimes you get like a lot of oak when it's like at that medium proof, but I think that's one that I'm just going to be like, eh.
Appreciate you, Tom Morrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, some other ones that we're looking forward to. Weller 14 or 18 if we can get it.
Yeah, right.
And it's under like $200.
I think it's probably going to be closer to 1,000 if they're going like with the Millennium prices.
No,
how do you know?
Not even close. Not even close. It's not going to be $1,000.
Does anyone know the MSRP on it?
I don't think that they have announced it officially yet. I think just the label went on TTB. Anybody who knows that much information is not going to share it because they'll get outed by Buffalo Trace very quickly.
That's true.
What else? What are other ones that we're looking forward to? It's a good question.
I know.
I don't really care about Eagle Rare 12. I think that that's going to be fine. It's not, I mean, we've had a lot of almost 12-year Eagle Rares. Yeah. And I just think that, like, we don't love the kind of medicinal fruit flavor that you can get from some of them.
I'm not crazy on artificial grape flavor. And that's what I always get from Eagle Rare. So it's kind of a meh.
Like a hard sell for you.
Yeah. I'll leave it for someone else that is crazy about Eagle Rare.
Yeah. Michael Kinney, thank you so much.
Hello.
We had a fun time filming that one, and the bar staff is awesome. Our buddy that works there, Chad, helped make the song from our last video. We had some fun chilling with him,
It was fun.
kind of shooting the shit about music and whiskey and like a bunch of other things. So we're happy. We're happy to keep going back there. I mean, we even went back there this weekend.
We did.
For like 7 seconons of footage that we needed.
But then we got to try a bunch of stuff at the bar, and it was super fun. It's just like a good vibe on the Saturdays, on weekends. Sorry, on the Saturdays.
Yeah. Well, we went on Saturday this last time, so yeah, it was a good time. There was a big wine tasting turnout, which if you're into that, you can go.
Yeah.
If you're not into it and your partner is, you can make them go there so you have an excuse to drink whiskey. I think they do it once a month, but we didn't include it in the video, but the Crystal Lake Garfields does a lot of different events.
They do a ton.
Yeah, they do stuff every month, and the footage that we had of it was outdated at the time, which is the only reason I didn't put it in the video. But
I should have taken a new photo of it. But they had some really interesting events coming up with, and I know they're doing a single barrel pick with Middle West as well. So that one's going to be.
I don't know if we were supposed to say that, but
I'm sorry.
It's out there.
Well, it's coming out this Saturday.
Yeah, I don't think that they've officially announced it
yet.
But either way, they get a lot of picks. They get a lot of cool stuff. It goes to bars and restaurants first before it goes to retail. Yep.
Yep, that's what we've heard.
Same way in Texas. Sendix, and I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Yeah, I'm going to skip right past it. Weller, Eve, Taylor, they drop them on randomly on Mondays. That's kind of cool. Didn't get the benchmark. Single barrel is decent. Yeah, for 26. That one's not to us. You guys have great luck.
Thank you.
Jealous and jealous at the same time.
Yeah, I'm also jealous and jealous. I get it.
Don't be jealous. Sometimes it really, really sucks when we look at how much we spent at the end of the month. And also how far we had to drive to get these things. The trade-off is we're always going to be willing to do giveaways.
Yep.
We're going to do stuff for some of our higher end bottles too. We're finally starting to inventory everything that we have. I'm using only drams, and my God, is it a lengthy process. But once we have a full inventory of everything that we have, we're going to start to grab like the higher tier shelf items a little bit more, start to send out maybe like some Jacks, maybe some Coy Hill, maybe a Russell's here and there, maybe some Wild Turkey Dusties. So it'll be a good time.
We do need to find a Wild Turkey 8-year as well this weekend.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it's out this weekend. Illinois always gets stuff late.
Yeah, I saw it hit at a Jewel.
What?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to show me your source.
Don't ask me to go back in messages.
Well, I need it. Looking forward to the OGT also. Yep. So the cathedral, they're doing it at both the distillery and the tasting room. It's very random drops. The only way, and we know this because we have a contact, let's say that, at Bardstown in downtown Louisville.
We have a friend. You can say it.
Well, I don't.
An acquaintance?
Somebody who we're going to have on this channel soon. We've already talked to him about doing a live stream guest appearance and talking about his very impressive collection. But that's all slightly separate from what he does at Bardstown. But, we were talking to the bartenders and the people that run the place, and they were like, yeah, we put it out randomly. If you want it, you got to come at open. You got to come even earlier than that to beat the locals. You have to, I think the price is kind of ridiculous for a 375. I think it's like 140, if I remember correctly.
My favorite was when the bartender told us, like an older woman came into the showroom and she was like, do you have the cathedral? And he's like, no, we don't. And she's like, fuck you. And then just leaves. He's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'm not giving you anything next time you come back here.
Yeah, like, no one give this lady a cathedral. We did get a chance to try it when we were at Bardstown.
Yeah, that was going to be our next point. If you aren't able to get it, you can at least try it and know if it's worth it to you. I think the pour was like maybe like $14 or something like that.
It wasn't
or maybe 20. But they're all 375. So like even one pour is a pretty big dent in a bottle. It's good.
It was
I just think that
tannic.
there are cheaper alternatives on the market. Our pivot to that is this bottle, which is about a third of the price, and you're going to get more like vanillin quality on it.
That one is so hard to read.
Yeah.
But that's the American oak from 2XO.
Well, this is the French oak.
Oh, sorry, the French oak.
The French oak from 2XO. So this one is, I mean, some people don't love it. Just like the cathedral, this is going to be basically finished in a French oak.
Good.
This is staves, whereas the other one is like specific type of staves.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is a greater value buy. I might just be a little biased, but we've tried enough stuff. We drank enough stuff. We have like, at least for the most part, we have a really good memory of what things taste like. So when we compare it to other things, we're like, no, like I've tasted the same flavor for less money. There's no way you need to pay for it. That being said, not trying to be a hater. If you want to go and try it, go to the bar first.
Yeah. Decide
if you want to wake up early, beat the locals, grab a bottle. I think it is limit 1 per person. So if you can find a stand-in, or perhaps, well, not a homeless person off the streets, because they'll definitely kick you out. That's what we were told. But like find someone to go with you.
Yeah.
And then grab one for you and for a buddy, or one for you and a backup. Looking forward to the Wild Turkey 8 release.
Do you want me to pour another?
Yes, please.
Thing?
The next one we're going to be trying is a bottle that's already open. Somebody said it wasn't their jam. They decided to give it to us. We were happy to take it. I mean, we're in a group that has like a great community. So they were just like, yeah, I'm cleaning out my collection. It wasn't my jam. Does anyone want it? I was like, I'll take it. I've heard it's good. Oh, well, that's fun.
I have lotion on my hands. Can you get that?
Technical difficulties.
Uh-oh.
Give me the pliers. Are they around here still? No, they're back there.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's going to be another day thing.
Well,
that's hilarious.
Womp womp.
Yeah, we'll have to get that all fixed and then do that another day.
Whiskey Acres, fix your quirks.
Yeah, right.
All right, we can pivot to something else. We're pivoting.
All right, so let's put it up on a decision, or for a decision on the chat. Do you want us to grab from the blind flight box? Do you want us to grab something that we picked up in our bottle haul that we haven't reviewed yet from the last month? Or do you want something else entirely? And while you're deciding that, I'm going to catch up on the comments here. Middle West is the bomb. It's how much I bought. Yeah. I'm sorry. 110 bottles is good numbers.
You just have to like have a set budget, but we're always like, all right, this month we will be better, and then never set a budget. And we're like, whatever.
I think I was there for
Oh,
I'm sorry, that got me. That's good. Yeah. That was the exact story. She came back again.
Oh no.
That's so funny. That is so hilarious.
No, that lady is not getting a bottle.
Yeah, that's definitely not happening. For the cathedral, less than 12 in line. Yeah, I think they only drop like cases. So it's definitely going to be hard to separate hype versus quality. Yep, I will take a no hype bottle that's really good quality versus an all hype bottle that has no quality. Not saying it has no quality, but that is the comparison that I would make. Rebecca Creek is where I'm hunting. Good luck, honestly.
Oh.
Some of those are discontinued.
I know.
Like we have the Spanish double oak kind of hiding back here. It is so good that the second we found out it's not being made anymore, we just immediately stopped drinking it.
And it goes in the back, so we don't know it's there.
Yeah, and so nobody can see it. It is in our special hidey hole for hard to find whiskey. And of course, we're both like, great, another bottle we love that's not being made anymore.
I know.
Goes on sale, marked down at 32. Yeah, it's really good value, especially at $32.
Sometimes we'll find it at Costco for like a crazy discount.
Yeah, I think we found the American oak for like 35 when we picked it up. Yeah, try before you buy, always. Happy to be of service. Garfield's might have a sample. I think that was in our video. I see blind. I don't have a Russell's 13, unfortunately.
Well,
Gemifol, Elmer T. Lee. Yeah, we can do that. JT Mellick. Yeah, there's kind of split answers here right now. I need a couple of tie-breaking votes here. I have a blind. I assume you meant the Russell's 15 here. That's what we have behind us.
We do have a Baker's 13, but
yeah, well, 13 year, not the same juice though. JT Mellick, we do have a couple. Here's another blind. All right. I'm going to give it until 56. I see another blind.
We haven't done a blind in a while.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what my palate's going to pick up with my nose still being a little stuffed.
Yeah, I think it's the blind.
All right, unless we get an overwhelming amount of other ones. All right. All right, I'm a man of my word, though. I'm going to wait. Bobbert. That's funny. Is that a cat in a Santa outfit?
Santa. Oh.
All right, I think we can call it.
Okay.
Okay, blind pour.
2 boxes. Oh.
Okay. So as always, but just as a helpful reminder, all of these are taped. You can see that the labels have been completely blacked out with blue tape, so we can't see anything. There's no notes or anything on the bottom or top to give us any indication for what these are. It's been so long since I put these in here. I have no freaking clue what's in here anymore.
I have no idea either. It is a mystery.
I'm sorry for all the coughing in the mic, guys.
Poor Chris.
Yeah, let's good luck, kiddos. Do you want box A or box B? Yes, you.
Oh, I forgot I was in the room.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Box B.
Box B. Pick a row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 through 7.
3.
Left or right?
Left.
I knew you were gonna pick left.
Yeah, because I'm left-handed. Duh.
Okay. Let's just do the 1 as to not push ourselves.
Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and pour this. I cannot see anything in here. It does look a little lighter. I don't know if that gives any indication.
Oh yeah, we're not using black Glencairns anymore.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
After like doing the glass review, we could instantly tell the black Glencairns gave off like a different scent.
Yeah, definitely very weird.
And a different like taste overall because it's not glass.
One is going to get fruit and the other battery acid. Person 29, you know us so well.
Or like a very obscure candy.
Yeah, is it weird that I get both? I get a little fruit. I get fruit and battery acid.
I get orchard fruit.
Have you ever had a Nashville barrel bottle? Yeah, I got this guy right here.
We got one when we were in
Rockton.
Yeah, Rockton. Up, down, wherever.
Yeah, up, down, wherever. The nation's capital.
I can see the battery acid though.
Right?
I know, once you said that.
It has like an IPA style like bitterness, like an almost hoppiness to it. Also, I know I've said this a few times in the last videos, but I really do get like a clay-like Play-Doh on the nose. It could be my nose is messed up right now.
It could be.
It is dripping just a little bit.
No. I get a little ethanol, not a ton. It's a little grapiness.
We got this at Rockton Spirits. It's down in Rockford. Near Rockford?
Yeah, near Rockford.
Yeah. Nope. We already have it. We'll be able to suss it out by smell alone. Don't you dare do that to me, person 29. But yeah,
if it is that one, I'm going to be so upset.
For the Nashville barrel, we did get that one in our Rockton video. It's the one that says like allocation overload. Yeah, AK is amazing. We absolutely love him. He's a great dude. While you're smelling, I'm going to mute my mic and go blow my nose.
Okay. I'm also getting like, I don't know, some kind of like chocolate or I maybe cocoa powder. I really want to taste it, but I'll wait for Chris to come back. I won't be mean. It also has a ton of legs. Now that you said Sagamore, now I feel like it is. Chris, I think it is the Sagamore.
Savant? Sagamore Savant?
I think it's the Imperial.
It better not be.
I think it is.
I don't think it is. That's not dark enough.
I remember it being fairly light. Oh, that was so loud.
This is to prove a point.
Okay.
Do these look the same to you?
Yes.
Do these look the same to you guys? Actually, on this lighting, it kind of does. I don't think this is the same. I know I'm cheating here, but I'm going to smell this one. Definitely not the same.
Okay. I'll get it out of my brain. Yeah, it's different. It did. Okay, that doesn't smell terrible.
Yeah, but it tastes terrible. You've had it.
I know. Maybe I need to try it again.
Don't let person 29 corrupt you.
I took a sip and it's very unassuming.
I get peanuts now.
Yeah, peanut skins. But like dusty, like moldy.
How much moldy peanut skin do you eat?
I'm not allergic to peanuts.
These are tangible flavor notes.
I ate peanuts up to a point of my childhood.
It tastes like a moldy version of a thing that I've never had before because I can't eat it.
I can't.
This is like Trent saying farty apricots when he never had an apricot.
You're acting like I've never had a peanut in my life. I had peanuts up until I was like 23.
Hi, Thomas Anderson.
Hello.
Let us know what you're drinking. We'll let you know what we're drinking once we figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. This one's weird.
It is weird. It kind of smells grapey to me. It kind of smells peanutty. It's a weird one.
Yeah, this is pretty accurate.
It's so good.
Detling is phenomenal. It's very acquired taste for sure. If you like things like New Riff, Winter Whiskey, if you like things like what's the other one? Fiddler Soloist.
Yeah.
If you like things like, there was one more.
If you just like black coffee in general, like
yeah,
that could be your jam as well.
Oh, Glens Creek OCD. If you like OCD number 5, like that's basically all the same kind of flavor note.
This is perplexing to me.
Those are collabs with Riverton and Cork and Keg. We still need to go to Cork and Keg.
We do. I know.
And Riverton. We've never gone down there. That's hilarious.
Sometimes you do get a batch of peanut butter and it just smells weird.
Yeah, see, OCD 5 is awesome. Definitely has that like coffee undertone.
What are you getting on the palate?
Not a lot, honestly.
I know.
I get like more of a beer malt flavor to it. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the Pollyanna. You know, I can't tell you anything more about it because I don't remember. I just know one of our subscribers, he gave us a sample of it when he muled a bottle for us from Journeyman.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's pretty interesting. You got to try it. And I was like, okay, yeah, why not?
Is the Pollyanna American single malt?
Like I said, I can't tell you anything else.
Because I kind of get like, I don't get a lot of flavor, but at the end, I get a little bit of like the green pepper spiciness.
Welcome, WV Bourbon Guy.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. We are knee deep in a blind of something that we have no idea what it is.
I know. This might be an American single malt.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Nice. That sounds like a slippery slope that I want to be a part of. I don't know if I'd say it's an American single malt. This doesn't have the ASM characteristic that I remember from some of the tastings and some of the blinds that we've done lately. Well, not blinds, our features on Shy Spirits, guys. It definitely has a not bourbon-y characteristic to it.
Yeah.
It has a not very rye-centric characteristic to it.
No.
It's definitely not Scotch.
Correct.
I don't think...
Unless we have like an Irish item in there.
I don't think we have any Irish. I know almost for sure that we don't have any Indian whiskey in here. We don't have any Italian. I know
French, because we already did the French one.
We already did the Bren. Thank you, person 29. You can help us suss that one out for sure. I'm wondering... Oh, thank you so much, Thomas. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'm wondering... This to me has to be the Pollyanna. Either that or whatever it is, it's so understated that I can't really get anything from it. The nose smells more American single malt than the palate does, like in terms of like flavor and perception.
The nose gives me more than the palate does.
Mm-hmm.
But the palate is so, like, the finish is so quick. I would say it's there for probably a good 5 seconds and then it's gone.
There is like a lingering sweetness on it.
A little, but it's spicy.
I get a almost chocolatiness.
I got chocolate on the nose, like the cocoa powder.
Oh, we've never been able to get Crittendens.
Yeah.
So if you have any means of getting it, please help us. We are in very, very deep need.
I also like the new logo, Night Method. Looks awesome.
I think that's the same one that he's always had.
I think that's different.
Night Method
isn't new.
Resolve our debate. We're talking about memory versus perception here. Do you want to take more sips or do you want to reveal it?
Reveal it.
I'm doing final answer is Pollyanna.
I'm going to say an American single malt, but I don't know which one.
Oh!
That's pretty good. Now I have to look at
Pollyanna Inception.
Okay.
I can't get that to zoom in. So the only reason, and maybe Nick kind of led us with this one a little bit. He did say that it's not incredibly remarkable. 5 months old, but for Cat it's new.
Thank you.
So he told us it's not incredibly remarkable. He said it kind of tastes like a beer.
It's a high rye bourbon.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I just tasted like beer malt. Like this kind of reminded me of the Dragon's Milk beer barrel.
Kind of.
But like without the richness and sweetness that comes from beer barrel.
Sure.
Yeah, beer.
Yeah.
Man, I thought for a minute my palate was broken. And
no, it's not you, it's the whiskey. So in their bio, they say our 90 proof will be spicy and sweet fruit on the nose and will taste lively with spice and caramel.
Lively.
The 110 proof, which this is 100 proof, so it's neither one of those. On the other hand, will bring soft caramel and oak on the nose. Don't get either.
Yes, this is 100 proof instead of 90 proof?
Well, it's either the 90 proof or the 110 proof, and that's 100 proof.
All right.
So
I need some answers from Nick.
Maybe Nick is proofing his down. I don't know.
Maybe. Or maybe it was 110 and he wrote 100, but I don't get 110 off of this. I get like closer to like 90 or 100.
It also said, hold on, let me bring it back up. Boldly tastes of chocolate and honey. I did not get honey. I got a little chocolate.
I could see the honey. I did say it did taste kind of like the beer barrel finishes, but not with like the really round richness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, we saw rye once and we didn't pick it up. We really messed up. Oopsies.
Oops. This is just okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what he told me. And God, I couldn't even begin to tell you what's in this box. But as soon as I tasted this, I was like, this is really unremarkable. And this sounds like something that someone gave to us intentionally to be like, I don't know, let me know what you think of it. And then I started to do process of elimination. And then I immediately thought like, well, what do we have that kind of tastes like beer? or has to taste like beer because it's coming from a distillery. I don't think we have any, like a brewery / distillery. I don't think we have any Dragon's Milk in there.
We don't have any Maplewood. Yeah.
I know we don't have any 18th Street. I know we don't have anything like that. That's wild.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about all the coffee tonight. This is fine.
It's either very young or like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. If I got a pour at the bar, I probably wouldn't be mad, but I would be mad buying a whole bottle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of it.
This is like shooting whiskey.
Yeah.
This is not something that you want to slowly sip on. This is something that's like kind of sweet and a little spicy. And I mean, like, if people do shots of fighting cock, like this is a much, much more approachable version of it.
Yeah. I would have never guessed that it was a high rye. It does not have the characteristics of it Definitely at all.
Well, high rye means something for everyone else too.
That's true.
Like for some people, high rye is like 36.
You're like, wow.
And for some people, it's like 12.
Yeah.
You're like, that's cool.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's okay.
Are all the samples in the box from... I'll wait for the second half of that. The samples are from like a variety of different people. We have got some from trades. We've got some from
very generous people.
Yeah, we've gotten some from some of our subscribers and some of our patrons and channel members. We've gotten some from like media kits. Like we have some down here that I just haven't transferred into uniform bottles because I don't want to like do a dead giveaway. So we have a ton of different samples from like all different walks of life. And I think that's what we enjoy the most about this, because it challenges us to think outside of our palates to try to see what we can suss out. And I got to tell you, for our collection, we're usually pretty good at kind of sussing it out. I think the one that gave us the most trouble was the one we did with Whiskey Sippers.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was all brands that like we had never tried before and we've never heard of.
Except for Sagamore.
And I just smelled it and I was like, Sagamore.
And also there was a New Riff pick in there. And New Riff always throws me off because I don't think of them having like a signature scent.
Yeah, but they kind of do.
They do and they don't. So it's always one that like throws me off because I'm so used to their single barrels.
Yeah. Their single barrels. Single barrel.
They're
single barrels. Sorry, as I'm getting my nose back here.
Also, sorry for the ADHD parroting. I can't help it.
Yes, this is truly the underlying tone of our relationship. Like you said something kind of funny, I'm gonna make fun of you. I'd be like, just kidding, I love you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it to a random stranger.
I always want to, but I stop myself.
Exactly. You do it to the people you love.
Yeah, just completely random for the most part.
Yeah, just people off the street just giving us bourbon for the most part.
Uh-oh, giggles are coming. It never takes much with her. For me, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was where the question was going. I mean, I like to keep it interesting. Sometimes we've done some bottle or like some sample swaps with some other people from different places.
Yeah.
And like other content creators, which is really nice. Because then we get access to stuff that's outside of our market that we just don't know and don't get, and quite honestly probably won't get for a long time.
Or their picks too, so that we can see what like their palettes are like as well.
Yeah. And speaking of which, person 29, don't forget we still have your sample here. We haven't cracked it open. The Found North.
It's waiting.
Yeah, we've been really, really busy to the point where we've been slightly forgetful about stuff that we have sitting around. You know, basic ADHD stuff.
That's also one that I want to like sit and deconstruct too. I don't want to just be like, do you want to pour tonight? Yeah. And then just pour that and be like, just kidding, you're supposed to water it down.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so we left it in the box so that way we have all the instructions and everything together. I just looked at it the other day, so it's honestly something we're excited for. I think maybe this weekend we should crack it open, like Saturday.
Okay.
We covered this one a little bit ago. We love Limestone Farms. I think that this Morgan Family Collection Select Batch. Sorry, I always have to remember because there's like 6 different labels. Morgan Family Collection Select Batch is phenomenal at $100, and then the much more approachable 6-year for I think $50.
I think so.
Is really good. A lot of high rye content, or at least in my opinion. So if you like that, if you like things like Barton or Bardstown, it's pretty solid. I think that it's just a matter of preference.
I think I want to revisit this one.
Right now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go for it.
It's been a while.
Rinses, subpar beer whiskey out of her glass.
I know, right?
I get a lot more of the rye on the last little sip there.
Just be origins or be nothing, you know?
Dragon Milk Origin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, more brands should be like Dragon Milk Origin. Dragon's Milk Origins.
Dragon's
Milk Origins? Dragon's Milk Origin. Wow, my Midwestern just came out.
I know. I was like, why are you pluralizing it?
Pluralizing.
Which is a word.
Yep.
I won't go too crazy.
Yeah, the nose always messes with me on this one.
This one, oh, such a tight cork.
I'm gonna cough with me at the mic.
Okay, I'm gonna nose things. That does remind me.
Okay, I'm back.
You said this reminds you of Barton?
Or
Bardstown?
Bardstown with like really high rye content.
I think it could be Bardstown. Bardstown always gives me gravelly rocks. I don't know why.
Battery acid, fruit.
Well, it also smells like fruit to me too.
Yeah. Oh, I got one more of me.
Oh no.
All right, guys.
We should wrap it up soon.
Yeah, definitely. And then I'll maybe have an actual hot toddy for the night.
Yeah. Oh. Let's give some tasty notes.
You can actually have a lot of these shipped directly from their website or on Sealbox. Yeah, I read the second half of this. The $100 bottle to me is really worth it for sure. I think that's like the top end of what we would like repeatedly buy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like the 180 bottle is something that for me would be like a really special occasion.
Definitely.
We would drink it like maybe a couple times a year and then just wait to re-up before we'd like plow through the rest of the bottle. But this one, I would feel no regret, no shame, just plowing through it.
I get like a vegetal smell to it too.
That's pretty dope.
That is dope.
The family buying a whole barrel of New Riff.
Yeah.
That's tight.
I would love to have just like a tap of like a barrel.
I think didn't we do the Still Austin Madeira?
I
think we did.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did that one. Yeah. That one threw us off. I remember.
Yeah. The Madeira definitely messed with me. It was pretty damn good. My only disappointment is that I can't get any more.
I know. What do you get on this?
I definitely get like a lot of rye spice in the nose.
Rye spice. I get a little honey.
Like it reminds me if you take like the Wild Turkey 101 notes and you just really amp them up a lot. Like if you tried to aerate Wild Turkey 101 and instead it just agitated it to the point where all the ethanol and all the rye spice just comes up to the nose.
Like you just put like one of the coffee frothers into a Glencairn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when Bruzel tried doing that?
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
And I was like, should we do that? And then I saw his video. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Don't do that.
I'd rather just use a wine aerator. I mean, to me, that tastes a lot like either Bardstown or Barton. Maybe closer to Barton with like the kind of Calumet vibe to it.
Yeah. A little like hay flavor to it. A little sweet. Like a honey hay.
Honey hay?
Yeah, honey hay.
Honey hay.
Or I was going to say like a honey wheat, but my brain went with hay still.
Ooh. That's dope.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, we still have our barrel project. I
It's
don't know.
going.
I don't know how many of you guys we've told about this, but we do have a secondary aging project that's going on right now. After our video for Judson and Moore, Colin Moore gave us a full empty barrel, just spent ex-bourbon barrel that I just hoisted onto my shoulder and we brought in the car. We did I actually have it right here. We did a maraschino rinse on it. So we soaked the barrel.
So much char.
As you can see, there's like a ton of color on that.
That was clear.
That was a clear spirit that I filtered like 6 times to get all the sediment out of it and all the barrel char. This tastes amazing.
It's so good.
It's absolutely amazing.
I'm sure it'll be an amazing cocktail.
Yeah, but so what we're doing with this is we're doing a last word variation where we're going to, I mean, we already have Rittenhouse rye just sitting in the barrel. And then after we fill it up, we're going to give it about a year and then transfer it out of that barrel into a shorty, like a 1 liter that we're going to soak with green chartreuse. And then after that's in there for like maybe 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how we feel about it, we're going to basically have a, what is it called? A final ward.
Mm-hmm.
So we're basically going to have a cocktail in a glass already, maybe just like express like a lime zest over it or something, and just have like a really cool secondary finish pour. That is the hope.
Hopefully it turns out great.
And if it turns out like crap, we just know never to do that again.
We'll also know in the first batch if it tastes awful, and then we could just be like, well, now it's a maraschino finished.
Yeah, that is
rye.
true. How did the car smell? Honestly, it didn't have that much of a scent. They did plug it back up again though, and they like aggressively plugged it up to the point where I had to go in with like a paint scraper and like a hammer and like a flathead screwdriver and just like pop it open, and then everything, like the whole bung covered, like basically shattered. Like it splintered into a ton of different pieces, and I was like, okay, how do I get this to stay safe while I wait for a new cover? And it worked out. After like 4 different Amazon orders, I finally found the right size.
We have so many like bungs in our room right now. If anyone needs one,
or if anyone wants like a laser etched bung, I can do that for you. Just put our logo on it. Happy to see you here, Dave. Mr. Mom.
Oh, hello.
Thanks for joining us, Mr. Mom. OGD 114 for 1 year Russell Reserve barrel. Right? Yeah. I mean, thanks, Tony. We're excited. We're still a little apprehensive about it. It seems like a good idea. Don't know how it's going to turn out because we haven't done anything like this ourselves. But
no.
I've talked to people that are in the industry. I've talked to people that have done stuff like this. I know that buying a Marasca barrel would probably be way more expensive, or like a green chartreuse barrel. But like I think that we've done enough to it that you will notice a difference in quality. And I can't wait to like start thieving out of the barrel to see what it tastes like on its own. Which reminds me, we gotta buy a thief.
Oh yeah, we do. Well, we can make one.
Oh yeah, just like our buddies at Silver Tree taught us.
Yeah, sorry, my brain is like on its last leg. Yeah, but they just use like a plumbing like thing.
Yeah,
like instead of buying a thief for like a bunch of money, we just went to Home Depot.
And just got like a little copper plumbing piece that just has like a little tube in it. And then you just put it on a chain and just dip it down there and do it again.
It's so smart.
Yeah. It is smart. We should honestly just do that. I don't know why I thought we needed this whole fancy thing.
No, we don't need to be fancy.
Thunderdome, we're waiting for some odds and ends.
We got our theme song.
Yeah, we do. We were thinking about, first theme music. We're going to start to have more like music that's actually produced for us, which is great because we don't have to deal with any of the legal stuff that happens on behind the scenes. We don't get a lot of trouble on it, but we get enough that it's annoying. And it's just kind of like a message you have to dismiss and be like, here's your credentials, leave us alone. So that will be happening soon. We're in what, April right now? We could probably start kicking it off sometime in May.
Yeah.
So we got all that covered.
We are also going to start breaking down the set.
Yes.
Very soon.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah. So we didn't want to start filming here and film everything and then immediately move the set to our new location and then have it look like jarring. And we have a lighting person coming in. We have somebody building out custom shelving. We have so many different things that we're managing at the same time. And we did just get somebody that's willing to edit videos for us.
Yeah.
So that will take off a huge burden of labor from me specifically, because I edit all of the videos and I want to scream every week. But I get it done. That is what matters. And the fact that I make it at least enjoyable enough that you all join us on these Thursday live streams,
Exactly.
I'm endlessly appreciative of. And we have good things coming soon. Thunderdome is going to start next month. We are going to be doing our subscriber and / channel member bottle hunt. We're going to be offering up the coveted Golden Tater Award.
It's so cute.
And
everyone's going to want it. And
I think the second one, we haven't decided if we want like the Silver Tater or the Budding Tater Award. It's honestly amazing. Should I go get the sample models?
No, we'll put it on our Patreon.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put up pictures soon. I've been doing all of that. So we have a bunch of projects that are in the works. We've just had a couple other things that kind of got in the way of it first. And we're just kind of doubling down, waiting to see if we can get some responses for things that we should get from our audience in our Google responses form. So, we're catching up now. It's gonna be a wild year for the rest of the year. Yes, I think we were talking about the Kings County.
Oh yeah.
The barrel proofs. I think we couldn't decide the rye or the bourbon, and I said, I don't know, whatever you think is the best. You would know better than I.
I'm excited to try that one.
Yeah, I'm real excited. We keep putting off buying one because we're like, let's just wait till we get the sample.
Yeah.
Golden Tater Award. It's gonna be great. I'm doing it. I'm airbrushing everything, 3D printing, going through the entire process myself, and with a buddy of mine who is also going to help us do the lighting on our set, which is great. And I'm very fortunate to have all these connections going into this channel, because then now they're supportive and they want to see us thrive, and they want to send cool stuff out to people like you, like giving you a Golden Tater Award if you want to participate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So at some point in time, we're also going to do we should probably do a form for who wants to be a part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Or we'll put up like a channel poll. And then, you can just send us your information if you live in Illinois. And if you're interested, or if you're not in Illinois and you're willing to travel, if you're in like the nearby states, we'll coordinate all that soon. You'll see the post for it pretty soon, probably in about a week or so.
Sure.
And then you can just let us know. Thank you so much, Tony. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Steven Scone, happy to see you.
Hi, Steven.
You'd honestly be really proud of us. We haven't broken into your ASW sample that you got us, but we did pick up the Fiddler, and I definitely thought of you when we got this. It's a challenging pour.
It is very challenging. It's starting to open.
Yeah.
But I think it's one that's just going to have to have some time.
Once it opened, I really, really loved it.
I think it has even more to open, but we gave it probably a week or so.
Yeah. Bye, Mr. Mom. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us.
Goodbye, Mr. Mom's girlfriend.
Yeah, it has been a bit. Your sample's in that box somewhere. We just haven't opened it yet because we don't want we want the element of surprise. And I'm excited, honestly, to try more of their stuff.
I'm terrified. No, I'm just kidding.
you've definitely motivated us to try some other things.
Yeah, definitely.
Final thoughts on this Limestone Farms.
I think it's interesting. It has a lot of vegetal characteristics to it. It's not super sweet. I think that compared to the other lineup, I think that I would probably go more towards like the higher end. But I think if I wanted to kind of start out with Limestone, this is a good place to start.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely wouldn't do this as your first pour of the night. The high rye content on it definitely kind of shocks the palate a little bit.
Yeah.
And every time we have it as like the first thing we're drinking, we kind of get woken up like smelling salt style. We're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I've had whiskey before. I guess I'm awake now. It was overall really solid. It would make a really good cocktail whiskey, honestly. Like this would make for probably an amazing old fashioned or a phenomenal highball.
Yeah. It would probably be a really good highball.
I think I know what we're doing this weekend.
When you're better.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of, we should probably cut this one a little short.
Yes, it is time.
Yeah.
Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for always supporting the channel and supporting what we do. Going forward, our next video is going to be a different style format. For those of you that have enjoyed everything we've done so far, we really appreciate
seeing our faces.
Yeah, well, that's all going to change. Now you're
stuck with us.
You're gonna deal with us stream of consciousness on every video. No. We keep it choice notes. I'm just being sarcastic. Yeah, so things are gonna be a little bit different going forward. As of next week's bourbon hunting video, you're gonna see a much more diverse range of content from us. You're gonna see professional edited videos, and you're gonna see a different side of us, honestly. So for those of you that are just joining, so sorry you missed all the fun. We hope you can catch us next time. For those that have been watching the whole time, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And for those of you that we will see in the future, we will catch you next time.
Good night.
Have a good night, y'all.